What's up, fighting fans? Tibz from the Fight IQ channel. Today I'm here with Mean for the first video of 2025. I hope you guys are starting the year on a good basis, and we're here to help you go through this year of MMA.
With a lot more fights.
Yeah. We're gonna start by making some predictions. We're gonna go through all the weight class at the UFC and give you our thought about the champions. Like who's gonna be champion at the end of the year and why. After that, we're gonna move to some fighters that we have on a watch list for the year. So we're gonna say, okay, this guy, you should definitely give him a look because he's gonna have a breakthrough year.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. And to finish, we're gonna give some predictions about the UFC 311 on the main card. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's go through our champions picks. Let's start with the ladies. Women's strawweight champ at the end of the year. Who you got?
Woman strawweight. Right now it's Zhang Weili.
Exactly.
I think that's gonna be a very, very hard fight.
Yeah.
And I might think the China might pull it off. So if she pulls it off, I think also she will have the belt maybe till end of the year. But
So
it's a tough
one.
Tough one. Zhang Weili versus Tachana.
Yeah, Zhang Weili is there for so long. She lost only to Rose, I think.
Exactly.
To be honest, I have Tatiana Suarez taking that fight and also keeping the belt. So in my opinion, when we will finish 2025, Tatiana Suarez will be the champ. I think grappling is definitely gonna give some trouble to Zhang Weili, and I think that's the reason why she's gonna beat her and take that belt and keep it, because in strawweight I don't see anybody after that.
Not really.
Yeah, I have Zhang Weili and Tatiana Suarez, and the rest is a bit under.
Yeah, all the way.
Like we saw Mackenzie Dern just winning her first fight of the year, but I still don't see her as a
not
contender.
Yet. No,
Yeah.
not yet.
So strawweight champion for both of us, it will be Tatiana Suarez. Flyweight, women's flyweight champ. Currently it is Valentina Shevchenko. She captured her belt back after winning against Alexa Grasso last September.
Yeah.
If I'm
Which doesn't happen often also.
Yeah. So, yeah, kudos to Shevchenko. I don't see her champ at the end of the year. I have to be honest.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think Manon Fiorot will be the next women's flyweight champ, the French contender. I think she waited a long time for this. Now she's gonna finally get that title shot, and I think she will pull it off. And unfortunately, that's not a weight class that was so active in the past in terms of title defenses. So I would say she gets the belt. I'm not sure she will defend it, but if she defends it, I think she will still have it.
I think also that I had the same exactly, and maybe she might defend against Macy Barber or somebody. So.
Yeah, or Erin Blanchfield
also.
somehow.
But I think she's gonna stay the champ.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah.
All right. So far we're on the same page. So Manon Fiorot to end the year 2025 as the women's flyweight champ.
Yeah. And I think was it featherweight? Is it featherweight?
Bantamweight.
Bantamweight.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have the same.
Yeah.
I have right now with Juliana Pena.
Yeah.
But I think it will end maybe with Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, the same. Same again.
I think
Kayla Harrison.
Yeah.
They're already talking about interim belt. Because Pena
is hurt?
Apparently she's hurt. So they
okay,
talk about interim belt for Harrison against Dumont, the Brazilian.
Okay.
That could be interesting. But yeah, I have also Harrison. We talked about her in our last video. She was my best progression. I think she's gonna roll against everybody in the division. I don't see anybody at that moment able to.
Nah, me neither. Her wrestling is too judo. Also.
Yeah, judo is
too much.
Too much, and she proved now that she can strike and she has the conditioning. Yeah, For me, champion, no doubt. All right, let's go to the men. Let's start with the flyweight. So right now, flyweight champ Alexander Pantoja. I think he's a great fighter. He started the year. He finished the year beating like a prospect that was coming from Rising, because there was nobody
Exactly
in the UFC that could be an interesting challenge apparently. And I have to say, I see Pantoja champ at the end of the year again. Maybe we'll have 2 defenses, because that's most of the champion rhythm, like 2 title defenses per year. I don't see anybody able to beat Pantoja.
No. I would like to see him fight maybe Kai Kara France. Maybe that would be a fun match.
Or Kaap.
Let's see, what Manuel Kaap is going. Because Kaap is fighting who again? He's soon fighting.
Yeah, he's fighting soon. Oh, who was it? Oh, Royval.
Yeah, Brandon Royval.
Yeah.
Raw Dog.
Yeah.
So I don't think Raw Dog has a title shot. Once or twice?
He had it
once.
twice, I think.
Yeah.
No, once, because Moreno was not the champion anymore. Yeah.
So I think he has to sit down. So I think they're gonna give it to Kai Kara France or Manel Kaap.
Yeah.
If he wins.
Yeah. And I don't think they can beat Pantoja at the moment.
No. Yeah. At the moment, no.
Pantoja is way too good. I think he proved again and again that he's at that highest level. So yeah, for me, he's not going to be beaten in 2025.
I don't think so either.
All right, again we agree, Pantoja champ at the end of the year for the flyweights. Let's go to the bantamweights. That's interesting because the bantamweight belt is on the line this coming weekend for UFC 311. Currently, Merab is the champ. Do you think he's going to be the champ?
This is a hard one.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
Because the Khabib clan, the
Dagestani clan.
Yeah, I heard the record between the 4 of the champions, they had 91 and 1.
And 1 loss. That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
So yeah, I don't know what to think about this, because I think the support of the Dagestanis and all that is maybe too much.
Yeah. So you get Umar.
I think maybe Umar.
So you would say Umar ends the year as a champ?
They might have 2-3 matches.
Yeah.
So, but I think so.
Okay. I have to say, I think the same. I think Umar Nurmagomedov will be the champ at the end of the year. I love Merab. I think he's a great cardio machine. His wrestling is incredible. But Umar is really complete. And he proved that he can wrestle, against Sanhagen. Sanhagen is not Merab, but still he can wrestle and he can defend against wrestling. And I think his striking will be on point, and if that goes to the ground, I think he will be able to defend, and I think he can also keep the fights on the feet. So Umar will beat Merab this weekend, in my opinion. And after that, if he defends, maybe against O'Malley, maybe
I think Sean O'Malley will.
Maybe Peter
if he wins one, maybe or
So if he has to defend his belt, I think he will win. I don't see, even if Sean O'Malley is an incredible striker, I don't think he can beat Umar in 5 rounds.
I don't think so either. But you never know.
You never know. But still,
Merab is still dangerous.
For me, Umar is my champ at the end of the year. So you too? You get that one?
I have the same.
Yeah. So again, still on the same page. Umar Nurmagomedov, champion at the end of 2025 for both of us. Let's go to the featherweight division. Right now, it's Ilia Topuria, the champ.
Hard one.
He beat the 2 best featherweight ever, Holloway and Volk, both by KO. There were talks for him to go to lightweight. I don't believe it will be this year.
It's too soon.
And I hope it won't be this year.
No, it's too soon.
And because I think it won't be this year, I think he will still remain champion.
I think also
at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Him or maybe Diego Lopez.
Okay.
But it's still iffy. But
in the balance.
Ilya is also very good. So I have him also still as a champ.
I think Ilya is gonna fight twice this year, maybe.
I think also twice, maybe 3, but
Maybe 3 maximum. And I think he will face first Diego Lopez. I think he will beat him. And then I see maybe Evloev, because he's the new face
yeah, the
also
new face.
coming up. And I also see him victorious against Evloev. So I think Ilya is one of the best fighters on the roster at the UFC right now. He's young, he's still 27 years old. Great boxing, able to wrestle, able to grapple, complete. And I think he has the power to become a superstar in the sport. And I think that's also why maybe UFC is gonna put him on the front scene. And I don't see anybody in the featherweight division able to beat him right now. So 2025, the champion will remain Ilia Topuria.
I think so. Also,
Yeah. Okay. Let's move to the lightweight division. And right now, I think until now we were on the same page. I think right now we're gonna have some
some
stuff.
difference.
I took some risks.
Right now it's Islam.
Right now, lightweight champ is Islam Makhachev, defending his title this weekend against Arman Sarukian. I'm not gonna spoil right now who I think is gonna win this weekend, but I think the winner of the title at the end of the year will be Charles Oliveira.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna explain why. I think Oliveira proved in the past that he can come back from everything.
Yeah.
Like he was knocked out by Makhachev. After that, he showed that he could perform still. He was beaten by Sarukian. He came back. He beat Chandler.
But those last few minutes of the round, with Sarukian, it was Charles Oliveira was very good.
I think if it was 5 rounds, I think he would have beaten him. But it was 3 rounds. Now, Oliveira, I think, is in the shape of his life. That's now or never. He was champion before.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna become champion again. I hope. He can strike. He can grapple. Of course, against wrestlers like Sarukian or Makhachev, he has to be dangerous off his back, but he can do it. And I don't know. I see something in Charles Oliveira. I think that's the year of the comeback for him. I'm pretty sure he will get a title shot at some point because he's one of the opposite contenders. He's number 2, I think.
Yeah.
And after the fight this weekend for the title, I think he's next in line. So I see him champion at the end of the year.
Okay.
Who you got?
Who did I have? The champ now is Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win, and frankly, had him also staying champ till end of the year.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev champ.
But let's see about this weekend what it's gonna be.
Yeah, but you see him still dominating the division.
I think so. But Charles you might do it.
Yeah, that's true. After the thing is, in lightweight you don't have that much new contenders. That's mostly old guns, kind of.
True.
So let's see. So Islam Makhachev for me, Charles Oliveira for me. Let's move to welterweight. Welterweight, the champ right now, Belal Muhammad, after capturing his title against Leon Edwards, quite dominating. When was it? I think June or something.
A few months ago.
Yeah. So he didn't defend it yet. It's gonna be this year his first defense, hopefully.
Let's hope so.
Who you got?
I have Shavkat at the end of the year as champ.
Yeah.
And maybe also Ian Gary after the last performance. It might be, maybe Ian Gary might also, come back and do something. Because the last match between Shavkat and Ian was a very
it was entertaining.
good match, entertaining.
It was
went back and forth. So
it was tactical because they were afraid of each other, I think. But it was nice fight. Nice performance for Gary also.
But I do have Shavkat at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
I got the same. I got Shavkat Rakhmonov as champ at the end of the year. I think right now, if Shavkat face Belal, he's gonna win. It's gonna be difficult because both are able to wrestle, both have a lot of power, good conditioning. So I think it's going to be a great battle. But I think Shavkat can get the win. And after that, I was hesitating because there is Leon Edwards coming back, and he's going to face De La Maddalena. I think it's a really hard fight for Leon.
I think so.
Also for De La Maddalena, I think they are both really dangerous for each other. And the winner of this one's gonna get the next title shot, I think. But right now, if Leon faces Shavkat, I don't see him victorious. And if De La Maddalena faces Shavkat, I don't also think he can pull it off. So I have to say Shavkat Rakhmonov, champ at the end of the year. And I would even say that that's gonna be the beginning of quite a domination.
I think so. If he grabs the belt, I think he might hold on to it a few years.
Yeah. All right, so we got the same welterweight champ at the end of the year, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Let's move to middleweight.
Middle.
Who you got?
Right now we have DDP as champ, Dricus Duplessis.
Yeah.
And my prediction is at the end of the year, or maybe even mid-year, he's gonna submit the title to, of course, our great fan Hamzat.
Yeah.
After what he did with Robert Whittaker.
Got the same.
I think I hope they make that fight real quick. But first, Sean Strickland, of course.
Sean Strickland, February, they face each other.
And then maybe International Fight Week or something. We do Shavkat versus Bilal. I mean, DDP.
Hamzat, DDP, I think Hamzat could cut the line when he beat Whittaker because we were not all thinking about him for a title shot next because he was a bit injured here and there. But now he's healthy, he's scary. And I also see him being the champ at the end of the year for the good reason that after what he did to Whittaker, I don't see who can stop that guy. You cannot stop his takedowns. That's not possible. That's not possible. He's gonna be on your back for 5 rounds if he has to, but he's gonna submit you or he's gonna break you, whatever. I've got Hamzat as well. I think I see Dricus Duplessis beating Strickland still. I don't know why, but I got that feeling for now. And I think Hamzat is next in line. Then he takes the title, and if he defends it, it would be against could be Mavov, it could be Adesanya. And I don't see one of those two able to beat him. So,
nope.
Hamzat Chimaev ending the year as middleweight champion.
Yes.
Now we go to the light heavyweights. We start with some big guys. Current champion Alex Pereira. Here also I took some risks. I see Magomed Ankalaev finishing the year as a champ.
I have the same also.
Yeah? Ah, nice. I'm gonna explain why I went to that scenario. I think Pereira is gonna beat Ankalaev, but after that I think he's gonna move to heavyweight. And then who you get to the title, I think you still have Ankalaev, misschien maybe Yuri
or
Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
And I think if you keep that 3 contenders, Ankalaev is the best of those 3, and I see him getting that title. So he's not gonna get it from Pereira, I think, but he's gonna get it at some point. And I think also when he gets to that title, I don't think he's gonna let it go soon, because light heavyweight for now is a bit also always the same guys. So I would say Ankalaev finishing the year as a champion. He's a good striker, he's a good wrestler, even though he denies being a wrestler. But he's a good wrestler, good striker, not the most entertaining guy, but he can really fight. So
he can fight. So
So I got him.
I think maybe they mash them up like end of the year. Maybe if Alex is still light heavyweight, that they might do that at the end of the year, but not right now. They still want to make the cash of Alex Pereira. But I think before the end of the year, Ankalaev he's gonna get a shot. They can't deny him for too long.
Now it's undeniable. All right, so you got him as well. Okay.
Also, Ankalaev.
Magomed Ankalaev as our light heavyweight champion at the UFC by the end of the year. Let's move to the biggest weight class, the heavyweights. Right now, John Jones is the champ.
The GOAT.
John Jones the champ, but interim champ Aspinall. It seems that now it's the fight to make, but they still didn't reach agreement apparently. No. So, in my scenario, I will say John Jones will remain champ. Not because he will beat Tom Aspinall, but because I think Pereira is going to move to heavyweight, like I mentioned earlier, and I think Pereira is going to beat Tom Aspinall.
No shit.
Yeah, it's a risky plan. So I see John Jones not willing to fight Aspinall. Pereira moving up, beating Aspinall. John Jones take the cash fight against Pereira and he beats him. That's how I see shit going this year.
Would be an awesome prediction.
Would be the perfect plan. Like John Jones going to retirement. I come back and he beats Pereira. He take that ton of cash, that belt, and then he retires.
Sayonara.
Yeah, that's what I see this year. So I would say John Jones. Champion of the end of the year. I have to say something though. Even though he will fight Aspinall, I would still say John Jones. Because people are, I think, sleeping a bit on John Jones. After all he did for MMA, for the UFC, he beats everybody every time he has to go in the octagon. He never docked anyone except Aspinall right now. But I think we forget how good he is, and the fact that Aspinall is really talented, really good, it makes us forget how dangerous John Jones is. And I would say that if they would fight, I can see a scenario where John Jones beat him up.
Yeah, it can, because we never also seen Tom Aspinall in trouble, get rocked or hurt or anything. So
he never faced somebody able to rivalize with his speed.
I don't think he has been past 3 rounds maybe in the USA. I don't think so.
That's a good question. I don't think so. You're right.
So it's still a lot of question marks with Tom Aspinall.
Because he's fast, he's good grappler, that's for sure. But John Jones is an amazing grappler, and that people forgets as well. And he fought Daniel Cormier. He wrestled against him. People forget that. So let's put some respect on John Jones' name.
I hope they make the match though.
Me too.
They throw the bag at John and give him his what he wants.
Yeah.
Maybe after that he says adios. But
they talked about 20 millions.
I saw 30, I heard 20, 30. So
that would be a bag. That's like boxing.
Exactly.
Kind of
he deserves it also. Come on, for everything John did for this sport.
That would be fun to be fair. I think that's the most, in my mind, that's the most exciting fight we could see right now. John Jones Aspinall.
That would be one of the biggest. International Fight Week, let's do it.
We got as a champ.
This one was very hard for me.
Yeah, it's difficult.
This one I went back and forth. That I just think I chose Tom because maybe Jones isn't that motivated anymore and he has seen it all, done it all. But if John Jones come as the A-game John Jones, it's very hard. But if I have to, I think Tom. Tom. Maybe John Jones retires mid-year or something. But I put my money on this time that
Aspinall.
Tom is gonna end as the official undisputed.
No more interim. It was for me or Jones or Aspinall. I don't see anybody else right now. It's Aspinall is too good, man.
Unless Ngannou, but even I don't think Ngannou might beat one of those two.
Yeah, it would be hard
I don't think his wrestling is up there with those.
But Ngannou has some nasty power, so it's hard to predict.
It's hard to predict.
It's hard to predict.
But that I would like to see it too. And then
that would be fun.
Ngannou comes back.
John Jones and Ngannou, that would be fun.
Oof.
That would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
All right.
Then Tom has to step aside. Only for Ngannou.
Yeah.
Tom has to step aside.
Yeah, just step aside, wait. All right, so that was our Horizon tour of 2025 regarding UFC Champs. So I'm surprised that we got so many in common. But we have
maybe
only
2-3.
We have only lightweight and heavyweight that are different.
Yeah.
All the rest is the same. So okay. All right, now we're gonna get to an interesting part. We're gonna take a look in the future, see which fighter will have a breakout year in 2025. You have someone you want to talk in particular?
I have Peyton Talbot.
All right.
Who I have.
All right.
I think Do you have fighters only that's new or just fighters that are...
whoever you want to watch.
Kayla Harrison.
Yeah.
I have the whole Nerds team.
Yeah, Fighting Nerds. I thought about them as well.
What's his name? Kyle
Ohio.
Yeah, Kyle Ohio.
Yeah. I took some fighters. I don't say that's the biggest prospect or whatever, but that's fighters I'm really going to follow this year. I have Renato Moicano. Because
I had him also in my head.
He's on a good streak.
He's on a good streak, funny interviews, everything what he does is on point now.
Yeah, and that works. And he seems to be in his best shape ever. Like he's now, last year he went 3-0 with 2 finishes, including Jalen Turner and Benoit Saint-Denis. Mm-hmm. He's now ranked number 10. He's scheduled to fight Benyol Dariush, I think it's this weekend.
He's gonna,
Yeah, this weekend. He's gonna fight Dariush this weekend. I think he's gonna get him.
Yeah, he's gonna get him. Benyol,
is the end kind of.
The thing is,
Yeah. So, yeah.
He got finished by Armand's rookie, right?
Benyol? Yeah, and Charles.
Ook nog, huh?
So I think that's the end of Benyol Dariush in the top 10. Don't say he's finished as a fighter. That's not fair. But in the top 10, I think he's not belonging there. I think Renato is going to take his spot. And to be fair, to be honest, after that, in the top 10, to reach the top 5, there is so many guys on his way. There is a Hooker, there is, what's his name again? Fiziev, but Fiziev's going to fight Gamrot, so they're not going to fight each other. There is Michael Chandler. That's a fight I would like to see. Moicano against Chandler, would be nice. So let's take a look at this year for Renato Moicano. I think he can have a breakout year, at least a confirmation of all his progress. And why not 2026 a title shot or whatever?
Let's hope so, man.
Let's see how active he can be. Let's see if he can pile up 2 or 3 wins. And then let's see. I had also Anthony Hernandez, the middleweight, Fluffy. I think last year he did a lot of progress. He beat Kopilov and Michel Pereira. Both finishes, both showing that his wrestling was on point. It's a hard weight class, I think, middleweight.
It is.
But he showed that he can strike. He showed that he has great conditioning, good grappling. He's going to fight Brendan Allen. Not easy. But if he beats him, then he gets into the top 10. And then I think in the top 10 he can beat those guys like Cannonier, Vettori. I think he can beat those guys. So serious contender in the future, I think Hernandez. He's still quite young. I think he's 31 or something like this. That's not that old. I like his style. He's not really marketable because he doesn't speak too much. Exactly. But he's good. He does the job. And he's serious. So I would watch Anthony Hernandez this year if I was you guys.
Well, I also think who will have a good year maybe is Paddy the Baddy.
Paddy Baddy.
I think he's taking the sport more serious now, and hope he's not ballooning between the seasons like
he used to.
Yeah. But I think Paddy might surprise us this year.
Yeah, you're right. I like the performance against Bobby Green.
Yeah.
And like you say, I think he got humbled a bit by all the hate he got.
All the hate
and the fight against Ferguson where he could not finish him.
Exactly.
I think that played a big role, and he's getting more serious, and maybe now it's time for him to...
I hope so,
I even forgot about him. After that, I would love to follow seriously Patrick Abibora. I mentioned him in our video from the awards. He was my prospect of the year. 23 years old, 5-0 last year for his pro debut. So 5 fights in 1 year, 5 wins, 4 finishes in organization like RS and PFL. He's not signed anywhere. He has no contract.
Oh shit.
Like he can fight for PFL, he can fight for whoever. He has a fight schedule in February. I think that's gonna be another victory. But I would like to see how active he can get this year. If he can stay at least 3-4 fights, he would arrive close to the 10 fights. If he can win all those fights, 9-0, 10-0, I think it's a record that's interesting for UFC, at least for the contender series. So I think Abibora, he's young, but I think we are going to hear from him on the bigger stage this year, and I would not be surprised if we see him fight at the Dana White Contender Series this summer, or getting a contract directly to the UFC.
Let's hope so.
I had another one. I had Umar Sy, French light heavyweight that is at the UFC. He had 2-0 at the UFC. He's 29 years old. He fought at the UFC Paris, and before that he fought also at the Apex. He got 2 wins. He's scheduled to fight against Alonzo Menifield in, I think it's February or March. March. He's gonna face Alonzo Menifield in March. Menifield is ranked number 15.
Oh, okay.
So he
That's
could,
the
yeah,
buff guy.
Yeah. That's him. So he could face, he could get a spot in the top 15 directly in March. That's quite huge. And to be honest, we need some new blood in the light heavyweight division.
We do, man.
The guy,
everything has already been rotated.
yeah, we saw all those guys. So we need new blood, fresh blood. He's not even 30 years old. He's 11-0, 8 finishes. He fought at KSW, Octagon. So the guy has a serious resume, and he proved that he can fight at the UFC. So why not?
Yeah.
I hope he can stay. I hope he wins against Menifield, and after that, I hope he can stay active. Maybe fight against a top 10 opponent, or at least again twice per year. I think it's a good reason for a guy this age, and maybe in the future a title shot. But let's see in March already.
We'll see.
And the last thing I had was not a fighter in particular, but that's Bellator PFL. Don't know if you heard, guys. I think you did, but Bellator is done. That doesn't exist anymore. PFL decided to pull the plug. It's gonna be only PFL events from now on.
They should have did that a long time ago, but
They should. Yeah. So now what's gonna be interesting is what they're gonna do. I already heard they're gonna reduce the prize money. There is no more 1 million tournaments. That doesn't exist.
It's gonna do $500,000.
Yeah, $500,000. Still huge paycheck. I think it's not bad. But what are they gonna do with the Bellator champions? Are they gonna go in the PFL tournament? Are they gonna do only super fights, champion against champion? Yeah. What about Dakota Dicheva? What about Cyborg? Who was it again? Johnny Eblin, Usman Nurmagomedov. Where are those guys going?
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to see that tournament things, man. I just want to fight.
To be honest, I think with a roster that big, you cannot do a tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that would mean that you put some people out the tournaments. That would not make a lot of sense. Then
they have to look from the outside like maybe a year or something.
I think they should. I think now PFL has an excellent roster, good enough to make like classic ranking, and that people still are gonna watch.
I would.
Now we watch PFL because there is that tournament, the prize tournament for 1 million. You want to see who's gonna get the million. You have interesting fighters, former UFC fighters, but now I think it's time for PFL to install a big league of his own, and try.
Just make
try
good
big
fights,
things.
and we'll watch.
Yeah, so interesting to see. I want to see what is going to happen to the Bellator champion, and what will be the schedule for PFL this year. All right, so that was our list of fighters to watch for this year, for 2025. Of course, we had to make some choices. It's also about who we like and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But if you have some other fighters you would like to watch or keep on your watch list, hit the comments. We're interested. And now, last part, we're gonna go to the UFC 311 main card. We're gonna give you some prediction.
The opener is McDonald versus Ridder versus Rainier.
Holland.
I think
Holland
that's the
Ridder, right?
opening fight. I haven't seen enough of Rainier the Ridder yet.
Yeah.
I hope he wins because he's Dutch and we need Dutch fighters. We need Dutch contenders so UFC can give or maybe come back to Holland again.
Yeah.
But McDonald's is always
Holland
is always he's tricky.
He's tough.
Yeah, he's tough.
To be honest, I think it's a really tough test for the leader.
Yeah.
We saw against Mershart that in striking it was a bit difficulties. Yeah, UFC has a lot more striker than one. One championship had a lot of grapplers. They had good striker also, but you see the difference of level right now. Holland is really good striker.
He's amazing, yeah.
He's not the best striker, but he's a really good striker. And if Mershart was a problem, I think Holland is definitely bigger problem. So my heart wants to say the leader.
Exactly.
First, because like you say, he's Dutch, European. We need those kind of fighters here. Also because his grappling is amazing, and I think that's a new blood also in the division. That would be fun. Yeah. But I see Holland getting.
I think Holland is gonna. I
think he's gonna finish him. To be honest.
Yeah.
I see a KO from Holland because he's too good. He's too good a striker to let those openings go.
But let's go, Reinier.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
But still, Reinier the leader. I hope you win on a personal point of view. But that's gonna be hard. And if you win, then congratulations because that's a hard fight. Next we have Beneil Dariush, Renato Moicano.
Renato, he has to win. Man.
Yeah, I got Renato also. Dariush proved in his last fight that he's a bit.
This time is not done, but it's passing.
Yeah, not top 10. Not top 10 contender anymore, especially in the lightweight division. I think Moicano is gonna get a finish. Even, I would say a KO.
I think so.
I would say KO because Moicano has good boxing right now. Recently, Dariush was finished by striking, so I think that Moicano is gonna get the finish. Maybe in second round, third round, but I think he's gonna get a finish. Continue to that top 10, top 5.
Continue to the money.
Yeah, and that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun fight because Moicano can really trade some shots. So fun fight to watch. Yuri against Jamal Hill. Yuri Prochazka, Jamal Hill. I think for the number 1 contender spot, or the next in line at least.
Yep.
For the light heavyweight title after Ankalaev.
Yep.
So who you got?
I have Yuri. Yeah. To be honest, I think he has more tools. Even though Jamal, can be dangerous, but I started to dislike Jamal also a little bit because of all of his antics and things. So and I like Yuri's seriousness and his
the
samurai lifestyle. Yeah. So if I have to bet, I would put my money on Yuri.
On Yuri, yeah. I have to say I have a bit the same opinion. I kind of start to dislike Jamal Hill, not for skill reasons, but more for outside the cage reasons. I don't like the complaining about the knockouts with Alex.
Exactly.
The calling out in the gym, every time it's possible. I like Jamal Hill as a fighter. I think he is really good. There will definitely be some openings against Yuri because Yuri fights weird a bit.
Yeah. That's true.
And he
likes to get hit. Or
he's open.
Not likes, but he does get hit.
Yeah, and he doesn't care much. Like he doesn't correct this. So Yuri's gonna get hit. But Yuri fights weird, and I think that's why also he's gonna surprise Jamal. And I see a finish also in that fight. Those big guys, they hit hard. I think Yuri is gonna get a finish. I don't know which round, but he's gonna get one. And I don't know, he seems really focused, determined to get that title, to get another crack at Pereira. So I see Yuri getting the win.
Same.
Now we're getting to the fun part.
The title fights.
Yeah, 2 title fights. The co-main is the UFC Bantamweight Championship. As we talk in our first part, Merab is the champ currently. He's gonna fight Umar Nurmagomedov. 18-0, some scary records.
What's Merab's record?
18-4. Yeah, also a good one.
Yeah, also good. Yeah. 18-0 is
18-0 is better. Yeah, 18-0 is better.
Yeah.
And I think, as we mentioned earlier, Umar is more complete.
Yep.
Merab is a cardio machine, so he's gonna go for the takedowns. He progressed also in the striking. He's not only a wrestler, he's also able to strike. But I think Umar is a better striker. He's younger, he has better movement, he's faster. I think he will try to stay out of the wrestling, but even if that goes to the wrestling, I think he can defend. And let's see for 5 rounds. I think that's going to be a first for Umar, a 5 round. So that can also play a part in this. But I see Umar getting the win. But I see it going to the decision.
Yeah, I think also. I think also.
I don't see a finish there. I don't think...
They're both hard people to finish.
They're super tough, both. And they both used to go to the decision. Umar Nurmagomedov, new champ. And I think it's going to be a fun fight, even though there will be a lot of wrestling exchanges.
Yep.
It still will be
a lot of trash talk, I think.
Yeah, also, because they seem to...
They don't like each other.
They seem that they don't like each other. Also, shout out to Venom. You saw the short for Merab?
No, I haven't seen it.
They make a special short for Merab with the Georgian flag. Beautiful.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out to Venom for this.
Like to see that one.
And the main event, Islam Makhachev against Arman Tsarukyan. That's a rematch. They fought each other before. Makhachev won, but that was the first fight of Tsarukyan inside the UFC. So there was a lot of growing up since for both of them. 26-1 Islam Makhachev, 22-3 Arman Tsarukyan. That's the 2 best lightweight at the moment. With Charles Oliveira, I think that's also around those guys. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be one hell of a fight, I think.
Yeah, I think also I see a decision there. I don't see a finish.
I don't see a finish either.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's gonna be hard. I see something like 1 round each. Like Makhachev takes the first, Tsarukyan the second, and at the end it's gonna be the 5th round that decides who get the belt. And I see Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan getting this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why I see Charles getting the belt at the end of the year, because I think Charles beats Tsarukyan.
Yeah. Okay.
So I see Tsarukyan getting that fight. Maybe then we will have a 3rd fight between the two. That's also possible. But I don't know. I see something in Tsarukyan. His striking is really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And his wrestling is awesome as well. I wouldn't say as good as Islam, but the fact that his striking is better, I think Tsarukyan's gonna get the win.
I'm willing to see.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
You get Makhachev still?
I think so.
Yeah. I understand why he's quite dominant. Like we saw against Poirier, against Charles, against was it? I think that was it.
But
he fought 3 times for the title.
I think I'm gonna play some bets. But I have only done the prelims homework, so I have to go to the main card.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Even the prelims are good. I'm taking a look right now. We have Peyton Talbot.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Jailton Almeida. We have Ricky Tercios. Irene Perez.
It's gonna be a good card.
Twerker. That's a good card to watch, I think. There will be for sure some surprises.
Must be.
But I think we did a good job for the prediction. So Min gets Islam remaining the champion at 155. I get Tsarukyan. We both got Umar. Both got Yiri. Both got Moicano. And both got Holland, even though we hope for the leader.
Exactly.
So was it? I think there's also a new short for Makhachev.
Yeah.
Venom. Venom again. Good work, because I think that's really something that was missing at the UFC. Like that merch that makes a fighter feels different.
Exactly.
You know, Like, I mean, the champs, they deserve something different. Not only that black short with
exactly with
with
the gold.
I think those kind of short is really nice. It's make them feel different and yeah.
Now let's hope we get a Cape Verdean champ somewhere, so they can make custom shorts for them too.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Or a French champ.
Yeah.
Buy some French French.
French.
Shorts.
Yeah.
You have more chance than me though, because
we have
there ain't no Cape Verdeans in UFC anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
So,
maybe Manon Fioron.
I think Manon will be the first one getting that title. Gan is for me out of the picture.
Yeah, Gan.
For now, not ever, but for now, Saint-Denis has a few setbacks, so he's not there yet.
Oh yeah, him I had also.
Fighter to watch.
Oh yeah, fighter to watch, man. I think he's gonna
come back,
do a comeback and destroy people.
Yeah. All right. So that was it for our predictions for this year. I think it's gonna be a great year of MMA.
I hope so, man. I hope a lot of fights, a lot of KOs, a lot of subs, a lot of storylines.
Highlights, yeah. Also, we did only MMA, but of course, I think boxing is also going to be great. There is some big cards getting discussed. I heard the Crawford versus Canelo.
Oh yeah, that's the big one.
That would be a good one. We're gonna see Better BF against Bivol too.
Yes, in February.
February. So also a great year for boxing. I think.
Man. Keep throwing that back, Turkey out, Sheikh out there.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Glory staying active for kickboxing. One championship still there with the Muay Thai and the kickboxing as well. Great year for combat sport, I think. Just a few news also, like Holly Holm is no longer a UFC fighter.
Who?
Holly Holm.
Oh, Holly Holm, well, she got cut.
She decided to cut the contract and UFC agreed.
Okay.
She had 2 fights remaining, but she didn't want to do it. So she's going to go to the free agency. And they talked about, I saw that by Ayal Awani. She talked about boxing and or MMA.
I would go do some celebrity boxing or something.
Yeah, why not?
She's
a good boxer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She was a boxer before.
She was a boxer. She was a kickboxer, boxer, and MMA. So she has.
I would do some celebrity boxing matches. Get the money.
That back. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Punch those like and subscribe buttons. It helps us a lot. In the comments, tell us what are your predictions for the champs. Who you want to see fight this year? Who's on your watch list? And also your prediction for this weekend. We can discuss that.
Yes.
Yeah. Stay safe. Enjoy the fights. We see each other next week.
Until next time, fight fans.